Hello, namaste, welcome. I'm Mike from Mindful Yoga Therapy, and today we'll be practicing maybe a 20-minute or so practice of the tools that are in the Mindful Yoga Therapy toolbox. There are asana, or moving postures, breathing practices, there's a centering meditation, there's a gratitude, and there's also a yoga nidra, which we probably won't do any of today, but those are the tools, and we'll be doing at least 4 of those. So welcome those who are joining us via the video. As you arrive, begin to just allow your feet to press into the earth. Bend your knees, soften your knees. So we're going to invite a little bit of softness as we ground down and arrive. And as you inhale, begin to press into the earth and let your spine grow tall. But let your shoulders stay soft. Soften your gaze, or if it's okay, you may close your eyes. And just let the energy of being here right now arrive. Let it all pour down. Now from here, open your eyes and begin to find your way onto your back in a constructive rest, or in the resting pose. Feet are pressing into the earth. Back is onto the floor. Bend your knees and place your feet flat on the floor. And begin to make a connection with the earth. Soften up through your shoulders and allow your whole back, your upper, your middle, and your lower back to begin to connect with the earth. And allow everything to just pour down. To help soften the arrival, lower your chin just a little bit, lengthening through the back of the neck. Feel your feet, your palms, and your shoulders as you just ground down. No efforting. This is your practice. And so we're building from the earth up. So we're finding support as we land on the mat, and then we'll grow from there. Support precedes action. So it's really important to know where your supports are coming from. Just as the mat is supporting you, and the blocks are there also to help you, maybe to draw the earth a little closer when we move into postures. So as you're noticing the body connecting to the earth, bring some awareness to the breath. Notice how the breath is showing up right now. There's no need to change or make any adjustment. Just notice it. Just notice it shallow. Or are you breathing deeply into the lower lobe of the lung? Just notice. And wherever the breath is right now, begin by bringing your awareness to the very tip of the nostril, where the air begins to flow in. And notice as it spirals up into the nostril, whether it's cool, or is it warm on the way out? Again, this is a practice of like an inquiry, an exploration. And notice as the breath pours down, the belly begins to expand, and we'll move into what we call a 3-part breath. It may be helpful to place one hand on the belly, which really connects you even deeper to the breathing practice. So as you inhale, see if you can lengthen the breath just a little bit more so that the belly begins to expand. And seep in just a little more. And notice if there's an expansion in the rib. And if you have a little bit more left, all the way up to the clavicle, just below the shoulder blades. And let the exhale begin from the inside and slowly exhale all the way down. And notice the condensing in the belly. And see if you can find a flow of this breath that helps you to be centered and to be grounded. Take a few breaths here. If you'd like to add a soft ujjayi, which is simply restricting the air in the back of the throat, a really soft humming sound, like the sound of the ocean, helps to contain the energy of the breath. Breathe in and breathe out. Again, keeping the awareness on the breath, just begin to bring some movements to your arms, fingertips into your toes. Because we're going to transition into a easy seated position. So bringing movements to your shoulders, fingertips, maybe rolling off to your right side, and press yourself up into an easy seated position. And if you need support as you come to your seat, you may take a block. It may be helpful to lengthen through the spine, just getting your hips up off the floor just a little bit. So we'll bring awareness of the breath as we move and we introduce movement to our postures. Again, begin by just grounding yourself, taking a nice long inhale, lengthen through the spine, and exhale through the mouth, release. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, lengthen with your inhale, keep the shoulders soft, and exhale. 1 more, inhale. Exhale, and release your palms, release your arms, let your shoulders get long. Feel the tips of the fingers, allow the tips of the fingers to just brush outside of your hip, and just start to feel the lengthening. So in these seated postures, these seated half sun salutation, we're going to go along in the spine, and we're going to invite a little bit of a lateral movement. So reaching through the shoulders, ground the hips down, and as you inhale, reach out, palms reach up. And notice when you get to the top of the inhale, reach for that inhale. Notice the top, and then let the exhale draw the palms down, reaching through the shoulders, through the elbows, all the way through the fingertips, keeping that connection. Release all the way down. Inhale, palms face up, reach up through the shoulders. Fingers may touch or not. However the postures show up in your body, exhale, reaching down. Keep the grounding down, spine reaches long. Keeping the right fingertip on the ground. Inhale, and the left hand reaches up and over. And then you exhale. Again, just keeping the spine long. It's not about reaching the floor. When you reach the top of the inhale, press down, come all the way up, spine get long. Left hand reaches down. Inhale, the right hand reaches up. Find support through that left side body as you open through the right side. Left here, and left shoulder softens. Feel the lengthening in your side body. Feel the grounding of the hips. Feel the connection from the tip of the finger all the way down through your side body. Pressing down, inhale, reach up. Exhale, release. Soften your gaze. Close your eyes, take a breath here. Always coming back to the breath. It's a great place to start, and it's a wonderful place to come back to because it's always there to support you. Breathe in and breathe out. Now we're going to inhale, reach up, and then we're going to introduce a few twists, right? So reaching again through the fingertips. Find that neutral curve in the spine, drawing the sits bones down, shoulders are soft, spine is long. Inhale, reach out and up. Palms face each other. Find and feel that extension through the side body. Skin, bones, muscles. Inhale and go long. And exhale as you twist gently to your right side. Left palm comes to the right knee. Land. Exhale fully. And then inhale and grow tall and take the gaze over your right shoulder. Inhale and exhale. As you exhale, draw the spine in long. Feel the shift in the pelvic as it roll over onto your tailbone. And then inhale, release your twist, reaching tall all the way up. Top of the inhale. Let the exhale start from the inside. And when you're ready, exhale, taking it off to the left side. So the right hand goes to the left knee. Left hand supports you from the back. Exhale and grow tall. Now inhale and take the gaze over that left shoulder. Keeping the sits bones grounded. Feel the twist from the waist up through the middle back, across the shoulders, and out to the gaze. Ground down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale as you press your hip down, release your twist, arms reach up. Exhale. Take a moment. Come to normal breathing. Just let your body breathe here for a few breaths. Next time you inhale, open your eyes. If you're in a block, remove your block, and let's come into a table. So it's really important to be aware as you transition from one posture or one movement to another, still maintaining connection with the breath, still maintaining that grounding, that yielding, allowing ourselves to be just like pouring into the earth. So find your table, try to maintain neutral curve in the spine. Let the gaze be soft down between the palms. Just imagine that there's a palm under the belly and it's barely touching, so there's a slight lift. See if you can feel that. If you need to feel it, you can try it. Just place your hand there and notice again where you're supported. Knees are right below your hips, palms are pressing into the earth right below your shoulders. Feel it. Feel that support. Feel that navel support. Tops of the feet are pressing into the earth. When you're ready, let the belly drop as you inhale, pressing through the shoulders and the palms, lifting the chin and chest. And then let the exhale round you. Thighs press forward, pressing through your shoulders. Another great time to add that oceanic breath. Inhale, belly drops, tail lifts, press through the shoulders, connecting with the earth. And so find a flow here that works for you. we can really connect with a little bit of concentrated effort. Feeling, breathing. Again, this is your practice. There's no right or wrong as you feel and move and breathe at a pace that serves you. Next time you inhale and you lift, let the exhale bring you back to neutral curve. Gaze is soft. Again, check in those places where you're supported, your palms, shoulders are strong, knees and top of the feet. Breathe here. Breathe in and breathe out. Now take a nice big inhale and gently press your hips back towards your heels with your breath. So hips come back towards your heels. Notice as you inhale, as your belly presses into your thighs, maintaining that grounding and that connection from the breath and the body and the earth where you're supported. Inhale and exhale here. Next time you inhale, begin to press yourself up to table. Take your palms out 1 palm length out of head of you. Find your neutral curve. Find your inhale and exhale. Exhale fully. Draw the navel all the way into spine. And then inhale. Exhale as you tuck your toes under. Long exhale. Lift your hips. Press your hips up. Find your first downward facing dog. And keep a gentle bend in the knees. So we're not finding full expression quite yet. Find that alignment that serves you, pressing out through your shoulders. Palms are pressing from the triad. Palms. Just notice. Keep a nice bend in the knees. And begin to bend your knees one at a time with your breath. Inhale, one knee bends. Exhale, take your time. There's no rush. Take your time. Breathe in with awareness. Like, just imagine the breath watching through you. Feel it from the palms, from the tip of the fingers, all the way through to the feet. Bringing a lot of awareness to the movement and the breath. Now find a little stillness here. Exhale, bend your knees, knees to the earth. Bring your knees down. Press your hips back. Find what we call wisdom pose. Find your breath. Find your breath. Find your breath. Now inhale as you press yourself up through table. Tuck your toes. On the exhale, press your hips up. Downward facing dog. Find your downward dog. Now take your gaze between your palms. Inhale. And as you exhale, begin to walk your feet up towards your palms. Take your time. There's no rush. Inhale. Take your time. Find your forward fold. And notice again here as you pour everything forward, is there anything here that you can let go of? If you need support, it's a wonderful time to take a hold of your blocks. Brings up the floor a little bit closer. Bend your knees. Bend your knees a lot. Bend your knees as if you're going to sit down. Find your breath. Keep breathing. And then you begin your inhale as you roll up. Press up. Press down as you roll all the way up. Let your arms go out to the side and reach all the way up. Bring your hands to connect, palms to connect. Exhale. Hands to your heart center. Find your breath. Inhale fully, nice deep inhale. Exhale, release, let it go. Let it go. Let everything go. Let everything go. Let's find a little softness in your shoulders. Any kind of adjustment, anything you need at this point as we begin our transition back down to the mat. Right? Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pour forward. Inhale, half lift. Find your half lift. Find your neutral curve. Crown of the head reaches forward. Exhale, pour it all out. Bend your knees, pour down. Inhale, reaching all the way up. Exhale your hands to heart center. Let's do one balancing pose before we go back down to the floor. So release, let it go. Let's find our Tadasana or strong mountain pose. Let everything pour down into your feet. Find your breath. Soften your knees. Exhale fully. Now inhale and lengthen and feel that radiating up as you pour down. Exhale. And then inhale, press into your left feet and let your right foot come up off the floor, and you may place it anywhere on the left. You can start by keeping the big toe on the floor if that's where you posture show up today. If not, below the knee. Again, your practice. You only do what serves you. And if you like to take it much further, that's totally okay. Press into your standing leg, grow tall. This may be enough. If you like to take it a little deeper, ground down into that standing leg and let your tree grow tall. Keep the press into the feet, grow tall. Find that connection that's rooted down as you let everything draw up. Breathe in, breathe out. One more. Breathe in, and let exhale, release, find a little softness. And you can release your tree. And again, concentration, just taking as you transition, just notice how that tree pose on the left side feels in your body as we get ready to transition to the other side. Let everything shift to the right side. Press into the right standing leg. Let the left leg flow up and land somewhere. Press into your standing leg. Grow tall in the spine. Shoulders stay soft. Gaze is soft. When you're ready, inhale. Ground down. And so you're growing up as you're pressing down. Reaching, opening through the side body, through the fingertips. Feet are grounding, yielding, pouring down everything. As you open up, inhale, grow tall. Exhale, again, inviting a little bit of softness. As you release your tree, release your feet. Coming back to your strong mountain. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pour forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, take your hands to the mat and step back in your downward facing dog. Press your hips back. Find your breath or two. Exhale, drop your knees. And come right onto your back. Right onto your back. Again, just like we started, knees are bent, feet are planted onto the floor. Knees are bent. We're going to do one bridge. Again, finding your support. Support precedes action. A lot of the posture begins before you're actually in it. By preparing yourself. So soften, let your shoulders connect to the earth, crown of the head, the hips, the feet, palms, maybe your arms. When you're ready, bring your awareness to your feet and your palms. You're just going to inhale and let your hips float up off the mat as you inhale. So one breath, one movement. And we're not going to full expression. Just to inhale and feel what that inhale feels like, that first bridge feels like. And then you're going to exhale and gently, with the breath, come on down. If you need to do any kind of adjustment, you want to draw your heels in a little bit more towards your hips so you can get a little bit more of a lift. Again, this whole yoga, yoking and drawing in and using the tools of mindful yoga therapy is for an exploration. And this is an opportunity to explore the benefits of yoga and especially what mindful yoga therapy has to offer. When you're ready, ground down, press into your feet, press into your arms. Hips float up with your inhale. Now begin to let everything pour down into your shoulders. That's a second part. But notice what you can let go of here also. And then exhale. Now as you exhale, draw your hips down a little bit more towards your heel as you lengthen through your spine, upper back, middle back, and lower back. So find your exhale, come on down. We'll do one more bridge. And this time, maybe you'll take it to full expression. Again, this is your practice. You know your body. When you're ready, on cue, inhale, let the hips float up. If you like to transfer all of your energy in this practice into your shoulders, you can do so. Maybe rounding the tips of your shoulder, maybe even interlacing your palms, whatever feels good, however this posture shows up. This is simply an inquiry. There's no right or wrong. Find your breath, breathe in. Again, use this opportunity to let go of anything that will not serve you. When you're ready, begin to slowly draw your hips towards your heel, lengthen. Feel the tilt in your hip as you land. Let everything go. Let the posture go. Let the Ujjayi breath go. When you release everything, draw your right knee in towards your chest. Draw the left knee in towards your chest. Exhale fully, and then on the inhale, bring some movements. You want to rock from side to side. Take a big inhale. Exhale, release your knees, release your feet, release the breath. Let everything go. Extend your feet long. And let's come into a resting pose that serves you. Let everything go. We'll take this opportunity as you rest to let everything that you've done become one with you and the earth that's supporting you. I invite you to bring a little bit of movement again to your fingers and your toes, and let that movement radiate up your arms. And you draw your knees in towards your chest, and maybe this time rolling towards your left side and your right side over here. And press yourself up to easy seated posture as we finish and wrap up our practice. Again, if you need to sit on a block, keeping the length in the spine, wonderful. Keeping the gaze soft and inviting our senses to be active again. I invite you to bring your hands to heart center, or maybe placing one hand on the belly and one on the chest in your heart space. Breathe softly and gently and compassionately. And if this feels like a place of gratitude, think of something or someone that you're grateful for. And seal that gratitude with a breath, a silent om, however it serves you. Thank you for practicing with us at home and here in the studio. Thankful for Mindful Yoga Therapy and all the people who've supported us along the way. Namaste. And gratitude. Thank you. Thank you for your practice. Thank you. Thank you.
If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share.